Thank you all for joining in with us. Today we have Mika from Denmark. I am so excited about this interview because one, you are our first male interview, and you're also our first international interview. So I am totally geeked about that. So how are you doing today?
Greetings from Scandinavia and Denmark. It's an honor to be here as the first male. So that's an international. That's wonderful. So
Yes, you VIP is what we call it.
cool. Thanks for having me.
It's no problem at all. So, you have myasthenia gravis like myself.
Yeah.
Can you tell us, the MG community and the world, how did you find out about your diagnosis?
Well, it's a long story actually. It was about 5 years ago. Yeah, more than less. I
Mm-hmm.
was about to join the sports entertainment with some friends, and I just walked out from my home 15 meters, and then it just came suddenly out of nowhere. The double vision actually it started with, and I thought to myself, okay, maybe it's time for wearing glasses. So
Mm-hmm.
I took a step to the optician to have an eye check of my vision, and he said, "There's nothing wrong with your eyes, mate. Then you have to see an eye doctor." Well, I said, "All right." Then I had to see an eye doctor, and I was there in about half an hour. He checked my eyes again, made some scans, and
Mm-hmm.
he told me afterwards, "There's nothing wrong with your eyes, nothing at all. But there's something wrong here." So he contacted the hospital, and they came and picked me up, and then do a lot of scans. I was inside and outside the hospital for about 3 months, and after
Mm-hmm.
that, the hanging eyelid started to came, and then I saw a neurologist, and she told me, "Look, it could take some time to set the right diagnosis, but in my opinion and my experience, this is MG. Um, there's no doubt about it." So I was in and out of the hospital. The bad food. I was so angry because the food was horrible.
That's all of us.
Yeah, exactly. But from 2 years ago, I got my diagnosis with MG, um, and I still take my medicine and all that stuff. It worked in the beginning, but it not completely make it disappear. It's impossible, as we know, with MG, because it's a visible disease, and
Hmm.
we don't know how to cure it. There
Right.
is no cure.
Right. So
So
you're not in remission.
no, not at all. But I
Okay.
got the diagnosis MG. I got the medicine. I have learned to live with it. It took a long time. It was a psychological breakdown for me. I just sit in the couch, couldn't see anything. The double vision, the focus,
Hmm.
it was horrible in the beginning.
Yeah,
And
that's like a lot of us.
yeah, exactly. And as a musician, I'm a pianist, so I was close to throw it all the way because I couldn't see anything. I couldn't
Oh,
play. I
wow.
couldn't focus. It was hard for me just walk out to cross the street because I couldn't see the red light, the green light, because they were mixed up because of the double vision. Um, and it was horrible just to be on the couch, couldn't do anything. So, but
I can
after,
imagine.
yeah, you know it as well.
Yeah.
But after some years, we get used to MG. We know how to fight it. We learn to live with it,
Hmm.
and to see how it to show also the people who's just got MG that it's all right to have it. It's not the world is getting down. We can live with
Yes.
it.
Yes, that's absolutely what we push. It's just a new book, and I won't even say chapter. It's literally a new book for us.
Yeah.
So you learn yourself with it. You learn the meds, and we're definitely gonna have those days where we are just like, you know what, I'm tired of it, I'm sick of it, and it's okay to have those feelings. But just always remember never to stop living.
No, keep fighting. We have to fight.
Absolutely.
And when we do fight and we can make a day out of it, it's a victory.
Absolutely.
It's a great victory. But again, my music just went down. I threw it away. I stopped playing and stopped composing. I couldn't see anything. And again, after I've learned to live with it, my music
Mhm.
actually get a lot stronger afterwards, because there's a lot more feelings beside it, because I play and I'm composing in blindness.
Mhm.
I can't see when I play, so I play with and compose with my heart instead of my eyes, and that's a gift. And when
So
I do
tell
so when I do play and compose, I fight my MG and I'm winning it. But you're right about something. It's about ups and downs. You have the good days, you have the bad days.
yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I pressed the wrong button. So tell me, okay, so we're, both on different, we live in different areas. So tell us about the care that you receive over there versus what you learned about the States.
Well, what I've learned about the States, that Denmark is another world of medicine, healthcare than the States. We pay taxes and we got free hospitality and all that stuff.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, it's wonderful. Uh, but the neurologist and the doctors who saw me and took care of me, they was perfect. They were so sweet and they were calm and all that stuff. So I was in good hands. And they got a patient to let me understand what was wrong with me.
That's very, very important, because it's although it's been around for years, it's so rare and it gets mixed up with other things, so as well as us learning about it, they're learning as well. So is what's the percentage of people diagnosed with MG where you live?
Well, it's hard to reply that question, because I don't
Mhm.
know anybody with MG here in Denmark. But I know
Oh, wow.
we are about 200 people
Hmm.
with them, around 200 people with MG in Denmark at the moment.
Okay.
That's not at all, because we are about 5-6 million people in Denmark. So there's not,
Wow.
yeah, it's a little country, but 200 people with MG is
That's
not so
not a lot.
much. No, it's not a
No.
lot. But we have a fund here in Denmark who specialize to take care of people with a muscular weakness, and myasthenia gravis is a part of it.
Hmm.
So when we feel like we want to talk with others with MG, or we can contact the fund, they
Hmm.
will have us right away to help us through this disease. I will not say a disease; I will call it a handicap. Uh, but they they protect us with the weakness, and make
That's
sure
amazing.
that we are fine, we are helping, we could still go to work, and the people who can't work, they have to they can, with the fund, supposing to be greater with them about economics and all that stuff.
That's
So
amazing. I really, really like that.
yeah, yeah, it is not just Denmark, it's all the Scandinavian countries, the healthcare and the hospitalities, the hospital, and all that stuff. It's amazing how much they do for us.
That is.
But
So,
yeah, sorry.
I know you mentioned about your music, and I've actually been blessed to hear it, and it's really, really nice. It's
Thank you.
so the the melody, I love it, and I love instrumental music anyway. I love music, period, but instrumental is really, really it just stands out to me. So, when did your love for music hit you?
My love for music. Well, I had played since I was a little child. Not a little child. I was 5 or 6 years old. and I was with my granny at a place where there was this old piano over 100 years old, and I was a little. I would just, all right, I just love to play and hit the notes and the keys and all that stuff. And then my grandmother said, "Do you want a piano? You want this piano?" And I was a little kid. I said, "Yeah, I want it. I want it. I want it. I want it." And then she got it for me, and I have been playing since. Whereas I was teaching classic with an old teacher. She was over 100 years old, I would guess, from the old schools. And they was very distracted about you had to sit right and you had to play the notes all the right
Right.
to make it right. And I was a little kid. I just want to go out and play. But I keep playing, and this is where I've been here right now. I stopped playing when I was in high school because I was mobbed. I was drilled and I was teased because to be a pianist, it was very feminine. So actually, I stopped playing at the moment. But after I got out of high school, I started to play again. And then I got into the small band called Saturnus for some years and play around the world. It was beautiful. And then after that, I got hit by MG, and then it just got straight down psychologically, right?
Mhm.
So I stopped playing, and now I'm started up again to compose. And you have heard two of my songs already.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, and a
I'm
lot
glad
more
you
are
started
coming.
back. And
Thank
I can't
you.
wait. Do you I always reference that it is really so much talent in the MG community. I've connected with artists from painting, drawings, sculpting, and when I came across the young lady that was sculpting, MG affects our muscles, and I'm like, well, where do you get all of that in? The strength to rip to just your hands alone would just give out on you.
Mhm.
I I'm glad that you got back to playing the piano, and
Thank you.
it's your music. I posted it, so I had a few people to message me and say, well, who is this? I said, well, this is the information that I got and all of that. But I really adore the talent within the MG community, and you are absolutely blessed.
Yeah, it's funny actually because I just released the two singles from my upcoming album Between Elements on Spotify and Apple Music, iMusic, and Tidal and Amazon and all that stuff. And I can see the most people who listen to it is actually from the States.
Oh
And
wow, really?
yeah, really. My first thought is, how the hell did the music just got there? But I'm so surprised because I was planning to hit the eastern countries, not the western. So I was very surprised, and now I am so honored that to know the people from the states, because there's a lot of people living in the states, and all as a about my 18,000 people already listened to it, and it's only
That's
been out for a
amazing.
month. It's
That's
wonderful.
amazing.
It's
It is,
amazing.
and I'm telling you, the way that it is, the melody is just, it's so relaxing. When I started, I literally just put my headphones on, I lay back and just, I love music. It doesn't matter what I just love music, and to be able to play the piano and do, and you can tell in your music that you absolutely adore it, you love it, and in the middle of this journey, and I won't even call it a battle, it's a journey, because it's a new path, it's a new walk for you. Although it's been 5 years, we still learning things about ourselves.
Mm.
Never stop playing.
No, I will just keep continue. But I feel like you told me about the MG with the as an artist, the one with the painter, and
Mm-hmm.
I think I feel the same way as she do, because we take the MG, this snowflake disease, and make our art stronger.
Yes.
Because we learn to play and paint with our hearts, not
Yeah.
with our vision, with our hearts. And that's a good way to fight MG,
Mm-hmm.
because work with your heart. Don't work with your muscles, because your muscles is a weakness right now, and the MGs keep fighting those weaknesses. So the
Yeah.
heart is stronger, and it will always
It
be strong.
is. It is. That's perfectly said. You know what? It's another young lady. She plays the piano too. I have to get you her link. I
Yeah.
think you two would. Oh my goodness, the music. Yes, I'm just really fascinated because this illness can really take a lot on one person,
Yeah.
and it doesn't just affect the person; it affects everyone around them. So,
Yeah.
how has your family and your friends,
Well,
dealt with it?
I can start with my family, because they got more addicted or more hurted than I did, because I was confused and they had to live with it.
Yeah,
They couldn't help, because it is an invisible disease. So they were just as confused as I am, even more, I think.
yeah,
And the friends, well, in the start, it's hard to explain the situation of MG. It's hard to explain how is the vision
yeah.
I got behind my eyes. So my vision is unclear, the double vision. And I told them I am just a normal person. I got some weaknesses, but I'm still me.
Absolutely.
They also learn to live with it. They sometimes make a little bit fun of it. It's all right, because they know the standards about making fun. They know when they pass the limits.
Right.
Um, but they are also supporting me, and that's most amazing thing, when you
Yeah.
find the true friends who know about supporting when you got this weakness, and also the family as well. Uh,
Absolutely.
when you got supported in that way, you feel loved, and
That's
that's
the best thing in the
yeah,
world.
it's the way forth. So
Yeah. It's always a little um, ch- um, challenging when family and friends, because like you said, it's really hard to explain.
yeah,
Um, but we try to find, the not the politically correct words, but just some word, some kind of something to break it down for them.
yeah,
And it could take a minute for them to grasp onto it, but they're still there. They're learning with you and helping you through, and
yeah,
um, it's really, it's like you said, it's a nice thing. It's one of the best things in the world. So
yeah, exactly. I don't want them to understand this, but I want them to support.
right.
Just believe in what things happen. When I say I got a bad day, I cannot do this.
Hmm.
And when I go out from a walk, I say I got a bad vision. I need some help or something. I cannot see so much.
Hmm.
And in the beginning, it was hard to see. Are you making this shit up? No, actually, I don't.
Yeah, it's not, and it's a some situations. I've seen, especially in some of the groups that we're in. Some people, like I said, it's hard for some individuals to grasp onto it, because some say, "Well, you just playing," and think. No, when we have to sit and we have to rest, we really have to sit and rest. Because it could lead to a whole bunch of other things that we don't want to deal with. But that support is always great to have. I have a huge support system, family, friends, and they will call or text me, right, and say, did you get some sleep last night? Did you lay down? Did you rest? Or you taking a nap? So and that's just my friends. My son, oh yeah, my son is all right,
That
mama, lay
warms your
down. What you
that
say?
warms your heart.
It does. It really does. I'm just grateful that they accepted it, and they're learning about it as well. So they are just
That's
100 with it with me.
That's amazing. Just big respect for your friends and family.
Thank
That's,
you.
that's
Likewise.
thank you, and that's wonderful. I just have a little question. How many people with MG are there in the States? You have a number?
I actually don't. And I think the numbers are changing because there's so many people that have been misdiagnosed,
Yeah.
and then it's so many people that are going through the routine of finding out if they have it or not, So the numbers to me are really changing.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's the same in Denmark. It took me about, well, it took the hospital and the neurologist to about 2 to 3 years to set my diagnosis.
Oh,
It's not that
wow.
easy.
It's not. It's really not, because you have some people that have positive testing but negative blood, and vice versa, blood work and vice versa. So it's really hard. But
Yeah, exactly.
once
And
once you get it, everything, you just kind of like gotta, like, okay, so now I got it. What do I need to do next?
yeah, exactly. When you also go into the MG rooms on Facebook and on other stuff, there's a lot of people who are they are panicking because
Yeah.
they think they have it, but they don't. But sometimes they don't think they have it, but they do, and they
Yeah.
confuse people. Again, it's a psychological breakdown for people because it's so
Yes.
confusing.
Yeah, so many. It's a period within this where you go through a grieving process.
Yeah.
And some, I don't think a lot of people have. Well, you know what? I take that back. It's a lot of people that are still in it,
Yeah.
and it can cause, panic and things like that. But I definitely encourage everybody to have that grieving process, because it's not something that we want to hear, and then you read all of this stuff on what could happen, and then that's in your mind. And I can honestly say I have not been through 98% of the things that I've read about MG,
All right.
and I've had it since I was 6 years old.
Okay, where is your weaknesses in behind your eyes? Is it the hands or is it the legs? Where is it?
So mine started ocular. So
Yeah.
I do have ocular MG, but I don't get the you hear and see a lot of people say that they fall and things like that. I don't have those
No.
type
All
of
right.
symptoms or anything like that. Mine are completely different. So it starts with I get migraines, and that's when I know I need to sit down.
All right.
So yeah, I'm definitely different, unique, but definitely different with it. So.
Still, again, you have so much a community and the people who are standing close to you to support, and that's
And you
amazing.
have us here in the state.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So I know I'm going to get all of your information where everyone can reach you and listen to your beautiful music. And just as much as you can give me so I can share it. I'm going to put it on the website. I'm going to put it everywhere, because I want everyone to see. Just because you have myasthenia gravis does not mean you have to let things go. You have to keep living.
Exactly. The bad things in the beginning turn out to be great for me because I know we are still humans, and this
Absolutely.
we are winning because if we keep breathing, we are living. If we keep
Absolutely.
smiling, we are living.
Absolutely.
If
So,
we,
in closing, oh, I'm sorry. What was you saying?
I no, I forgot it.
Yep. So, in closing, what would be the last inspirational thing you would want the MG community to hear?
Relax, feel your heart, and just go on with your life. Do not let it strike you down because there's no reason to it. We humans are much more better than a MGGCs.
And with that, we will close out. Thank you all so much for tuning
Before
in. Oh,
I
I'm
go,
sorry.
I want to apologize for my bad Danish accent, actually. Boom.
No, you're fine. No, you're absolutely fine. It is no problem at all. I totally understood everything, and I know everybody will um once the video is posted. So like I said, you are our first male, our first international interviewer, and I am so excited that you accepted the invitation, and I sincerely appreciate it. But we'll be back.
We have to be back.
Yes, you have an
I can
album
say
coming
that
out.
I can say the album is soon out, is soon released. So
Yes.
soon there'll be a lot more tracks to listen to. So
And I
I
cannot
just want
wait.
to say
So that's when you're coming back, when the album drop.
yeah, I will.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
well,
thank
let's
you.
make that deal. We can make another interview after the album is released.
Absolutely. And when you have live shows, make sure you let me know. We can see if we can, put it on
Yeah,
the page.
it's a little bit harder with the live show at the moment because of the COVID-19 disease at the
Yeah.
moment. We are on the lockdown. The States, I don't actually know because there's a lot of things going on out there in the States, but
Yeah.
I guess you are on the lockdown too. I don't know.
Not so much lockdown. Some states and areas have restrictions, but I don't think we're completely locked down like we were at first.
Okay. In Denmark, we are totally locked down. Everything is
Oh,
closed.
oh wow. Well, I'm definitely praying that we all get through this COVID stuff because the world needs to open up because we have places to go and things to do.
Yeah. But the most important things, we have to take care of each other.
Absolutely. And look out for one. That's absolutely correct. I
Yeah.
absolutely agree. So
So
I
my
just
last,
want to thank you again so much for doing this. I
thank you
sincerely
for having
appreciate it.
me. And again, to
No
all
problem.
the MGs in the States at the moment, thank you for listening and just keep fighting, keep smiling,
Absolutely.
keep living the life.
And we will